Hello and welcome to the Barefoot Preacher. Well, it has been a long time coming, but I've wanted to start this channel for probably about the last 6 months, and have had several delays, but now I'm glad to finally be here. So I am Joel, and I am sometimes known as the Barefoot Preacher. Well, let me explain that just a little bit. So, first, I am not a preacher. I am not ordained. I am just a layman, but I have been licensed by my denomination, the Christian Reformed Church, to exhort. So that basically means that I can be a substitute preacher. So when a church has opening, their pastor is gone, well, they call me and then I go in and preach. I am also pretty well always barefoot. So it reminds me of a few passages, but especially Romans 10, 14 and 15, that it says that how can they believe in someone that they have not heard? How can they hear without someone preaching? And how can they preach without someone who is sent? And then how beautiful are the feet of those that bring good news. Well, I can't say anything about the looks of my feet. However, I can still bring good news. That good news is that Christ died for our sins. So you might say that, well, what sins do I have? Well, if you look at the moral law, or the 10 Commandments, say, look at the 9th one, say, do not lie. I think anyone could say that they have told a half-truth, little white lie, a little fib, or something of that sort. Well, that breaks the 9th commandment. And we read in Revelation that all liars will have their part in the lake of fire, as well as thieves and sexually immoral and idolaters. The 6th commandment is do not murder. Well, Jesus also said that if we harbor hatred towards someone, it's the same as murder. The 7th commandment, do not commit adultery. Well, Jesus also said if you look with lust at anyone, you've committed adultery in your heart. And the 3rd commandment, do not use the name of the Lord your God in vain. So it's unfortunate that many people today will use God's name just as a cuss word or something that's just meaningless. Well, that also breaks that command. So when we look at all 10 commands, we can see that you and I have broken at least some of them, and most likely all of them. And when that's the case, every one of us deserves God's punishment, which is eternity in hell, in the lake of fire, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And the only way we can get out of that is through Jesus Christ, that he has paid the debt that we owe, and that we can come to him, and as long as we believe in Jesus and trust with him all our heart, it is by his grace that we are saved, not our works. So this is the good news and the gospel. And this channel will look to explain more on that and go through different biblical topics, and there are several ideas that I have in mind. I don't know how often I will be able to post on here, but I'm hoping to once a week or once every other, but we'll see. I also run the channel called The Quad Life, which is about life as a quadriplegic. So, thank you for those that I have joined on, and I look forward to giving more. So, until next time, we'll see you then.